Welcome to Paul's Power Pie and we are back again and tumechapa sherehe, mwaka imeisha na tuko back again and Paul's Power Pie is back. Mlinifunza sherehe pia mimi nikaenda nikapotea all the way. So it's your host Paul Ndilo, by the way, and someone the other day was introducing me and he was like, that is Paul and is ako down to earth. Najiuliza, I mean, why would you introduce me like down to earth? Najua I am short, lakini kwa nini unaniambia I am down to earth? Kama mwingine we were in the event just the other day and then he was like, yeah, that is Paul there and Paul unaweza kanyanga meza ndio wakuone. Yeah? I was like, yeah, I know I'm short, but why? So tumesema violence tunaacha last year. Saizi tuko 2023 and we are doing another something different. No violence and peace. So Paul's Power Pie is back and we are doing better shows. We are doing great things out there. And thank you so much for all my fans, by the way. And I have international fans from Zambia. I have a friend from Botswana. There's a lady from Botswana, by the way, who just told me that they watch my show and I'm so happy about that. Someone else from Mozambique. Kuna jamaa beshte yangu yako Mozambique, by the way. Anaongea Kiswahili mingi sana but anasikia tu bado kizungu yangu. I have friends from also Italy. Friends from Italy. By the way, hii show ni kubwa sana and I'm not going to forget also people from Kenya, where I come from. Watu wa Kenya, my friends have been supporting me so much by the way. I'm so grateful about it because I cannot imagine someone sits down ana watch show yangu, anacheka yote, anamaliza like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, someone just watches your show and they are grateful and even they comment. But I'm so grateful about that. 2000 it's just 2000 and what? 2022. Hata niache kushindia nikicomplicate maneno. 2022 by the you showed me the support which I never imagined. That was good love. That was something I cannot even thank you for. I think I'm thinking of maybe starting doing an event somewhere na tuite sisi kama mafansi sote tukuje tukae mahali tukunywe kitu na to celebrate Paul's Power Pie. Just for your support, just for being there for me and sharing my videos. You cannot imagine someone uses their internet to also share my video. I mean, that na Mungu atakuwa blessed, by the way. We need to support each other that way and even 2023 we should support each other in different ways. Someone was telling me about ukienda mazishi unaona jeneza inabebwa na watu sita, you know, unabebwa na watu sita na unabeba sangine ukienda kwanza mali kuko steep hivi kuko slope and all that you find that watu wanabeba kutoka huko chini ya mlima wanapandisha huko juu na hawachoki and like in my culture you don't put the body of the deceased, you don't put it down by the hata kama umechoka. You cannot imagine having 6 friends, only 6 when you want to support in your life, just 6 loyal friends. And I think that's what we need to do this year, by the way. Unakuwa na mabeshte 6 when you are loyal. And also you look for friends when you are level iko juu yako, level iko chini yako, na level iko your level also. Because it's also very important. These are the people who support you in different ways. Like for example, I went to an event, a conference last year, and I was seated on a table, la lunch. Table ilikuwa na watu different, but ilikuwa na madoctors. I think mimi ndio nilikuwa na kadigri gango kadogo hapo. So we are seated there and then these people are talking about one of the friends there when alikuwa kwa hiyo table alikuwa ametoka Zanzibar. So we are talking about this lady was talking about taking the flight tomorrow. Mimi najua tu matatu za Rongai. This person is talking about a flight. So they are sharing about which is the cheapest flight we can take from here up to Zanzibar, from Wilson to Zanzibar. Someone is telling them that unaweza chukua maybe gari uende hadi Namanga and then you take another to Arusha and then you take a cheaper flight and all that. Mimi kazi yangu tu ni it is me nodding saying yes, yeah, that is can be working. I mean, this is a challenge. Sitting with people when you are on another level, unapata the things they are discussing about, they are not, you know, there are things which should challenge you, but in one way or the other. So as we choose friends this year, by the way, Usichague tu ule rafiki yako mnakaa tu single room pamoja, ama ule mwenye mko maybe one bedroom pamoja. Chagua mtu mwingine pia mwenye anaishi Lavington. Mkikaa chini mkikula 10,000 ama 20,000 ashtuki. Na angalia balance ya M-Pesa. Si kama unajua mimi nikituma pesa ya kitunguu, nikinunua kitunguu naangalia ka balance kamebakisha ngapi. So I think also employers should be paying us in the middle of the January, because 70 days in 1 month, those are many days. You should be paid hapo katikati kidogo. January imekuwa refu sana, hata haijaanza lakini imeshakuwa refu my friend. This thing January, for those who never, wenye walikula pesa yao sherehe yote, poleni sana. It is good to learn about financial management. Si mimi nilisema saizi ni kupambana na sukuma kama sungura, and others wenye tunapambana na ndengu, tunakula ugali na ndengu. Ukikula ndengu kidogo, unakuja unapatana na the stone which was rejected redundant on your teeth. I was sitting with someone just the other day and we were talking about maybe doing other opportunities, approaching other opportunities and doing all these things. And this guy was talking about very great ventures that he was planning to go to. But ukimuuliza what is the obstacle yenye inakuzuia kufanya hiyo kitu, unapata they don't have an obstacle, but they are not doing it. So this year wewe ndio obstacle, hakuna mtu mwingine. Wacha nikuwe motivational speaker kidogo, hata wacha nikunywe maji kidogo juu ya hiyo story. Wewe ndio obstacle wa maisha yako, hakuna kitu kingine kwa obstacle. Like you can achieve anything so long you plan to. Like Obama once said, people will not care about where you came from. People will not care about those issues at hizo poverty tulipitia, at hizo maybe financial problems you all passed through, maybe fees and all that. People will care about what you achieved. Imagine. Where you seeking sympathy about the poverty thing, about the fees, about the rent, about all those things. I mean, nobody cares, yeah? And those people, by the way, who are fighting mental health illnesses, you can make it, by the way. To be honest, you can do it. And we should not stigmatize people for that. For ati anasema akona depression, akona sijui bipolar and all that. You should not stigmatize people for that. We should understand. When I was doing something about Paul's Papa, I said that's a microwave generation whereby we have technology and all that. I think we should be able to do research about these things. Do research about, jua kitu about mental health kidogo manze. Si tunakaa hivi. So for those people who fought depression last year and they made it to this year, I'm telling you that you can make it. You can make it, by the way, and you can meet people, they can talk about it and share about it. Like for example, mwisho wa mwaka ikisha hivi, hapo around November tukienda deck, I got some mild depression, by the way. And I talked about it. Mimi niliongelelea hiyo kitu. And that was also one of the reasons maybe I never sikutoa shows kadhaa, because somehow I have issues in my mind. And it is normal to have those issues, because nobody anakuanga perfect. So if you're facing depression, you have stress, you have issues affecting you, please tafuta mtu and choose those friends when unawezaenda kuambia hizo vitu. You go and tell someone about it. Na wewe ukikuja kuambiwa, usikuje unaambiwa me I'm facing issues, ndio unasema hata mimi nina face hizo issue. I was also facing. No. Listen is a very important skill you should be having, by the way, as human beings. Just be there, listen to that person. Some people just want something we call catharsis. Tafuteni dictionary yenu, umechukua dictionary. Catharsis. Catharsis is CARH THSYIS. Catharsis. They just want to open up. They would just want to talk about something. So let people just talk about it. Listen to them. You don't have to interrupt them. Some people don't even need solutions. They need kusikizwa tu peke yake. Can we develop that culture? Imagine of just listening to people, just that. I think it's high time we fought early marriages. Kudestroy mtoto, maisha ya mtoto mdogo aanze kuzaa akiwa 12 years, it is never worth it. It's never worth it. I cannot imagine. It's never worth it. Mimi karibu saizi nijipate niko na msichana wa 12 years. That is, it doesn't make any sense anyway. So I think it's culture. It was something which was done by maybe forefathers and all that, but it is easy to go 21st century, man. I mean, we need to the same children, your children are competing watoto wa US. Hey bana, hao wasichana wataweza wapi kama yeye ameolewa akiwa na 12 years? Na kama ameolewa akiwa 12 years, akifika 25 atakuwa na watoto kama 15 hivi. Na hii economy venye mnasema inaendelea kutukula vibaya. So I think there is something which needs to be done on that. For those ones who got heartbreaks, poleni sana. Ni kawaida heartbreak wenye walikosana na you know, if wazazi wenu wangejua kwamba huku campus watu wameoana, ama huku Nairobi watu wameoana, sijui wangesema aje. So I think I'm sorry for those who got heartbreak. I don't know if I should say I'm sorry. Anyway, if you repeat the same mistakes utapata heartbreak ingine 2023. Be careful for the people you dating and all that. The first show nilifanya by the way last year was about dating. Nilikuwa very anxious na nilikuwa hadi nimelamba what do you call lips manze vibaya sana. I was never been to a camera and all that, and nilifanya, and I appreciate the first guest by the way Shekuja. Mike, thank you so much. But you came in my first show and I was not even ready. You were not ready, and we talked about dating. So one thing we talked about dating and Mike said is unafaa kujua ule msi mwenye una date. Kwa hiyo table by the tulikuwa tumekaa, hawa wasi wako a little bit higher than me. They were talking about dating and they were advising me. They were telling me, Paul, that person unataka kupelekea madhako, first know about them. Si kukaa chini mnaenda kukunywa chai and the only thing you are talking is about hobbies. You are talking about your favorite colors, what. That's the same thing teenagers are doing. Ask something concrete. Ask something, what's your weaknesses? What's your strengths? Where do you see yourself 10 years time? I mean, as much as you are doing fun in dating, as you're going out for nature walk and all that and talking fun and making jokes and all that, also be focused. Heartbreak itakuja kuchapa tena, utakuja kupata you are getting the wrong person, na utaamka siku moja ushangae the person sleeping next to your pillow is not the person you love. You cannot imagine that. Make the person a friend, but at the same time know about them. Ask them about their mother. Ask them about mtu mwingine hapa anadate mtu amedate mtu for like 3 years na hajui jina ya wazazi wa huyo mtu. So what are you doing? I mean, yeah. Wacha niachana nayo. Hiyo tulisema tuachane nayo kwanza, hiyo mambo ya love. Then we have people who graduated by the last year. And asubuhi nimesikia mtu akiniambia watu wali graduate last year, mnafika kwa mjengo mapema, mnafika si hivyo tunafanya kazi mchelewa, mnafika mapema sana. Tunaambiwa tuweze kufika, not that mapema. So I mean, for those who graduated last year, congratulations so much. Congratulations. Our friends who graduated, people like Cynthia Mumbua, people like Bernard Chalo, people like Mogo, people like Anthony, Frederick Kitaka, Brian Kimani, all those people graduated. Congratulations so much. Nashon Minor, congratulations by the for making it. I think masomo si rahisi. It's not a cup of tea like this one. It is not easy. I also graduated by the way, and nilivaa hiyo kofia nikajua yenyewe someone deserves that thing because you work for it. It is not easy to get it by the way, and guys, for those who graduated and everybody who graduated all over the country and all over the world, you can make it. As much as you made it for 4 years, for maybe the years you went for 7 years and all that, you can do it. Let us approach what we see on hand. Let us also be very creative out there. Si kutumia zile tulifunzwa bado, but we were also taught how to approach the world in another different angle. Don't be just the other person. Mule mtu mwenye ako village bado hakuenda shule. So be different. Let something unique define you manze. Usikue tu mtu wa kawaida. Ulivaa hiyo gown. Kama unakuwa tu mtu wa kawaida, hiyo ni leso ulivaa basi. Wewe acha, bana. So let us be different. Let us try our level best to be unique out there. This year, Pulse Power Pie will do great things. Wacha niwaambie banze, kuna vitu nimewekea mzuri. Hii show yangu, I will do an event and we will come together and we will do something together. We'll do action things. Tunaenda hata riding, tunaweza enda hadi mountaineering and all that. Pulse Power Pie will be great. Just be there. Just usifinye hiyo kidunde. Don't. We're gonna do something great. And one thing, so long you are born, don't forget that God has a purpose. God has a purpose for you. Tusiache kuongea na God manze. Let's pray. Let us pray. Let's always pray to God. Na kama hujui kuomba na kizungu tafadhali, tuliambiwa tuomba na lugha yenye unaelewa na God. Just talk to God. Just talk to God. Nilisikia mwingine tulikuwa kwa family gathering, my cousin was praying and then he was like, God, you are nothing without me. Sasa hiyo ni nini umesema? I'm like, wait a minute. Finally, I have a story. I know you know this story. One day there was this rich guy who was just akiingia kwa nyumba yake kwa gate. He saw an old man who was, it was time of winter, who was just at the gate. Then he was wondering like, why is this guy here? He doesn't have a coat and it is so cold. So he just approached the guy and he was like, hey guy, hey man, you are here and it is so cold. Auski baridi manze. The guy akamwambia, wait a minute. Akamwambia, mimi nimezoea kukaa hapa. So akamwambia, wait, let me go to the house. I come with a coat. Manze, huwezi kuwa una struggle na baridi hapo. So he went inside. Na huyu jamaa akaenda akafanya video zake. Akaingia Instagram. Akafanya shughuli mingi na nini and all that. Then asubuhi, ndo akumbuka, I promised someone a coat manze. Wacha manze mimi nifanye hivi. Acha asubuhi amke mapema ampelekee hiyo koti manze. So kufika pale, he found the guy dead with a knot just beside him, which went by. When I was always out here, I would resist the cold. But when you promised me the coat, I couldn't have the power to resist the cold. And that's why I could not withstand it. So what do we mean? When you promise people these year things, manze, keep that promise. Keep that promise. When you promise God that thing you promise in Him, keep that promise. It is not fair. You promise people things and you don't keep the promise. It is very, very important to keep promises. Wale wasi wanasema kidogo nitakupigia, kata kidogo tu nitakupigia, keep promises. Nitakuwa hapo 8 exactly, keep your promises. Kidogo naenda hivi narudi, promises is very important. You never know if you see that person again, by the way. When you see people today, when you see them smile, when you meet people, you don't know if you're meeting them tomorrow. Death is becoming so random. We never knew that the Queen will die. We never knew that the Pope would die. We never knew other people would die last year who died. I mean, we never knew that. So when you meet someone today and you keep that, and you tell them, you promise them something, keep the promise. It's very, very important. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching the show up to this end. Share that video. Watch the video. And for the videos which are coming, please watch my videos. Let's tujengane sisi wenyewe manze, tujengane, and subscribe to that channel. Thank you so much. It's Paul Ndilo, the shortest man in East and Sub-Saharan Africa. Thank you so much.